first tonight. Who is our number one viewer tonight? Number one. Is that Angie is number one? Stella. I think I saw an Angie like, and then Stella's showed up in my list first. It's, you know, the Facebook gods. I can't control it. Hey, Kitty and Lisa. Lisa, I got you on my call list. Don't worry. Hey, Jeremy, Anita. Welcome to the show. And howdy in Virginia. Jennifer. Dana. Cheryl. Sarah. Jennifer Henderson, how are you tonight? Angie. The Acostas are with us. Rose. Dawn. Brad Hobbs. Haven't seen you in a while, Brad. Good to have you with us. Hey, Adele and Dazzle. Donna's with us. Pat is here in Florida. Stephanie Potts in Iowa. Kristen. Suki in Texas, the state that is open. Pasadena's in the house. Iowa's in the house. Leanne's here from the ATL. Alexa. The Oracle of Resale. I don't know about that, but hey, if I've got you fooled, good to have you with us. Julie Jankowitz, good to have you here. Kelly, with your yeehaw. I really got to get to Albuquerque. You're just fun, Kelly. You got your yeehaws and stuff. I never think of yeehaw and stuff with Albuquerque, but I've never been to Albuquerque, so it does sound like someplace I need to get on my nationwide tour. Tracy from Illinois is with us, and Bailey. The replacements will appreciate the job, Kelly. You have to not take it personally. Don't take it personally. This is not personal. It's not about that. Hey, Karen. Good to have you with us tonight. So what is everyone grateful for this Monday evening? What are we all grateful for? Hello from Fort Myers, where you're glad to see your customers back in store. Love that sign. Love it. Loved it. Yeah, I get it, Kelly. I know we will have some of that when we can start calling people back. Sage is with us tonight. Hey, Sage. Good to have you with us. So tell me, people, what are we grateful for this Monday evening? Getting some employees back in Alaska. That's what Alaska's grateful for. Actually, she's getting her dames back. Wouldn't that be the correct term, Lisa? Stimulus check deposit coming in 2 days. Ka-ching. Jenny's about to go on a shopping spree. Jennifer's thankful for being open and good sales today, because I already got those numbers. Well, it's okay that you're busy enough to hire more people. Dana got her PPP. Angie got tequila. I have some tequila around here, too. I haven't had that. I'll have to work that in. Maybe for Taco Tuesday, I'll work in some tequila. Suki paid her employees. That's good. Two employees volunteered to help get the store ready to reopen, and you had your best sales day. Ka-ching. Jennifer's excited to have her team back. Lori's opening up tomorrow, deposited her PPP. Alexa's got an awesome staff who's doing an awesome job. Stephanie, first day back with some employees. Kristen had an easy move into her new shop. That's awesome. Heather beat March's sales by being open for 3 days. That's awesome. That's the right attitude, Heather. Happy to be open and the dolphin she's watching. Kurt Welty is joining us, and I know Kurt had a good sales day today. Oh, hey, you know, that's important, Jenny. I'm glad you were able to help people get Cal Fresh. Is tomorrow Cinco de Mayo? Well, then I will definitely break out the tequila tomorrow, as long as I remember when I'm rushing to get online. You may have noticed I was late again tonight. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your air conditioning, Anita, but we'll get that back. Make it 3 tequilas, Jenny, or 3 people on Cal Fresh? I'm not sure which. Maybe both. Got your PP and an email response from Neil. Yes, you did, Stella. Nancy joined the program tonight. Sage did her first Facebook Live. Jody got the Idol Advance, it sounds like, because it was a surprise. The regular Idol's not a surprise. I am betting Judy that is the Idol. Jody, that's the Idol Advance you probably got. I am with you, Jenny. Both. That's good. And today, may the 4th be with you. That's a lot to be grateful for, folks. That's really good. And Dana had a call. Yes. I'm using that call as the excuse of why I'm late, Dana. I know you hung up with me like 30 seconds before 8 o'clock, but I got to come downstairs, pour the drink. I try not to pour a drink before I am done making calls for the day. Julie got her Idol Advance and her PPP approval, which is awesome. That's a lot of good stuff happening on this Monday. That sounds like the 4th was with us. That's awesome. And I'm not wearing a dark shirt just to be on the dark side. I am trying to be on the happy side of everything. I dressed myself today. Just saying. And there's more to that story than you know. All right, here, folks. We're going to get this program started. Our Good Morning, Good Night book starts here. Hey, Kevin's joining us. We started curbside pickup on Friday, and today we realized $2,800 in sales from this. And their eBay site performed over $10K in sales in April. That's awesome. And it's great to have you on the live program tonight, Kevin. My hair looks good. I used some of that gel today that I was supposed to use. Angie, thank you. I don't have massage hair today, I guess. But that's okay. Hey, Molly, how are you today? Hey, Karen, good to hear from you. All right, let's get the book started. Let's start with our Good Morning, Good Night book, everybody. Our Good Morning, Good Night book is where we start the program every night after we find out what we're grateful for. Tonight, in our Good Morning, Good Night book, the page that I turn to is Good Morning. Use your brains. Use your heart. Use your courage. And click those heels if you need to peace out. Hey, Molly! So exciting about the Idol! Yay! I told you it's coming. It's all coming together, folks. It's all coming. I've been tracking all this. Park is with us, too. Awesome. This is a good night. This is a good day. And tomorrow, it just keeps on getting better. More blessings are coming our way. This is good. Let's see what I got tonight. Let's see what I got. Give me a second here. I did not have time to fully organize tonight. I was going. Let me see what I got here tonight. All right. So, if you have not read it, again, a reminder, it's coming, Jenny. Patience, patience, patience to those Jennies that wait. If you have not read this awesome month's newsletter, please pick it up. It's a great thing. It is in your email box. If you don't find it in your email box, it is on the online in the Narts News board. If not, email Adele. You can log in the members only section and get it. And there's always one article free on the public Narts Facebook page if you are not a Narts member. So it is there. And I'm going to start my night tonight, not just with the Good Morning, Good Night book. I got another story for you. A fish story by Alan Watts, retold by Earl Nightingale. Everybody likes a good fish story. Hey, thanks, Angie. I'm glad you found the newsletter amazing. I even have an idea up here for what I'm going to write for June, which, Adele knows that's what it all starts up here. So Adele's got to be excited that this early I already have an idea of what I'm going to write in June. Okay, but here's a good fish story, one worth remembering. It's for people who don't trust themselves in order to live, really live, and to love. We have to take risks. There will be disappointments and failure as a result of taking these risks, but in the long run it will work out. I ran across an interesting little story I'd like to pass along. I found it in an excellent book by Alan Watts titled Cloud Hidden, Whereabouts Unknown. Once there was a fish who lived in the great ocean, and because the water was transparent and always conveniently got out of the way of his nose when he moved along, he didn't know he was in the ocean. Well, one day the fish did a very dangerous thing. He began to think, surely I am the most remarkable being, since I can move around like this in the middle of empty space. Then the fish became confused because of thinking about moving and swimming, and he suddenly had an anxiety attack and thought he had forgotten how. At that moment, he looked down and saw the yawning chasm of the ocean depths. And he was terrified that he would drop. Then he thought, if I could catch hold of my tail in my mouth, I could hold myself up. And so he curled himself up and snapped out his tail. Unfortunately, his spine wasn't quite supple enough, so he missed. As he went on trying to catch hold of his tail, the yawning black abyss below became ever more terrible, and he was brought to the edge of total nervous breakdown. The fish was about to give up when the ocean, which had been watching with mixed feelings of pity and amusement, said, "What are you doing?" "Oh," said the fish, "I'm terrified of falling into the deep, dark abyss, and I'm trying to catch hold of my tail in my mouth to hold myself up." So the ocean said, "Well, you've been trying that for a long time now, and you still haven't fallen down. How come?" "Oh, of course I haven't fallen down yet," said the fish, because I'm swimming." "Well," came the reply, "I'm the great ocean in which you live and move and are able to be a fish, and I've given all of myself to you in which to swim, and I support you all the time you swim. But here, you, instead of exploring the length, breadth, depth, and height of my expanse, are wasting your time pursuing your own end." From then on, the fish put his own end behind him where it belonged and set out to explore the ocean. How's that for a story? How's that for a fish story there for us to start our day here? So lots and lots happening. Let's take a look at what I got going on. Crystal's joining us tonight. Hey, Crystal. Hang on, I got stuff here for her. Go Nemo. Thank you, Angie. Somebody listen to me tonight. Okay. I'm going to come to that next. That there. So I wanted to take some notes from the retail doctor. We all know that I follow him, and I know many of you do too. But in his weekly newsletter, and part of what he's been doing lately is hope for retail. You know, there's so much abysmal news about retail And, for today was J. Crew filing bankruptcy. One person told me today, J. Crew needed me. And I'm like, well, maybe, because I'm looking for hope and I'm looking for the positive side and the path forward. But, the retail doctor had a good point, and we talked about it yesterday, when we talked about hard versus inconvenient. And he talks about how the secret to finding hope is to force your brain to look at things in the past that you succeeded at. Okay, then remember them in detail, and do this on a regular basis. This develops positive pathways in the brain that lead to good feelings and hope. So how do you do that? How do you find hope at this time for your business? Remember when you first started your business, or if you work for a retailer, how you felt on that first day you came to work? Close your eyes. Visualize it. Step back into that time. Note the details of what you were wearing, what the room looks like, what others in memory are looking at. The works. Note that sense of expectation. The feeling you had when you made a sale, exceeded your goals, or made something happen. Stay there. Stay in that memory until you feel that sense of anticipation and hope. Keep your eyes closed and bring that same feeling from the past into the future. Your store is open. It's busy. You're smiling. Stay there in that future vision as long as you can while still feeling hopeful. Open your eyes and take one action toward making that future happen. Boom. Okay? You have to envision yourself in the future. Envision a post-COVID world where your store is selling and achieving and having phenomenal results. It will happen, okay? We're seeing it. It's not just fake. I'm hearing from store owners all day long the past week, okay, about how they were so scared about opening. They were so scared about reopening, but the customers came out. The customers that felt safe coming out came out. And not only did they come out, they spent. They spent lots of money, okay? And even if they were only working limited hours, they still came out and spent lots of money. They didn't run on the bank. It wasn't all the consignors showed up and said, "Where's my money?" on the first day, which is what I've been saying for weeks now. Would not happen. Did not happen. Has not happened. I haven't had one person call me and say, "Oh my God, you would not believe the amount of payouts that I had today." Not one. Okay? The best is yet to come. The best days of resale are ahead of us. We are resale strong. The best days of retail are ahead of us. Okay, trivia time. Trivia time. I learned today I had a conversation, and what would you say? So I know a lot of you do live selling and are doing those Facebook Lives and are doing live. Do you know what the time is? The most watch time, 2 time slots are on HSN and QVC, okay? That's awesome, Molly. I love hearing that. Does anybody know? Any guesses on what the most watch times are on QVC and HSN? The number 1 and number 2 time slots. Any guesses? Do 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 do. Well, if nobody guesses, I won't tell you, because I thought it would help some people with their live videos, but maybe not. Late at night. 6, 7, 10 and 7. 1 a.m. That's when Sage watches. 9 p.m. Okay, now I'm starting to see some guesses. 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. Just like Jory. Just keep swimming. 8 p.m. 7 a.m. 1 a.m. 8. Lunch, Jenny says. 7 and 10. Noon and 9, Crystal says. Well, close, Crystal. No, but Adele is interested to find out. 10 p.m. and 1 p.m. are the prime times on HSN and QVC. Those 10 p.m. is the number one watch time slot. And I've heard that from Melissa, and that's why when I got the real numbers today from QVC and HSN, I found it very interesting. 10 p.m. and 1 p.m. Are their prime slots. That is the super sweet spot. Why not 4? I didn't make these times. I'm just telling you what nap time is 1 p.m. You get a nap, Angela? Or is that when you put the kids down for a nap? I don't know, but that's when people are buying. You know, go figure. I would not have... Peanut butter cup fries? Oh, I'll have to see what I have left, Chris. I gotta order some new ones. When I can get some time off of the phone, I'll be able to place an order since I'm in charge of ordering. I'm in charge of ordering all the peanut cups. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, that is the case. And I thought all you live ladies, who do these lives, would find that information interesting. That is when the credit cards whip out. 10 p.m., 1 p.m. So, go figure. That is my piece of useless information today. Well, not so useless, but, you know, Laurel's with us. Okay, so let's, I have not heard anything on that from FEMA, but I will ask some of my sources, Jennifer, on that. Peanut butter cups are good. Said peanut butter cups, Kristen. Hang on a second. I have one here. I have a prop. Said peanut butter cups look like this, and they are very good. They are for sale on our website. All the flavors are wrong. I send whatever I have as closest to what I have because we've been snacking on them at the store. I will be getting more in all dozen flavors or whatever that I carry them. This is my favorite flavor, the espresso, but we have others, and I know that the counts are wrong on my website because we've been snacking and I've been sending them to people. But that is the peanut butter cups. Would you be competing with HSN and QVC? Possibly, Alexa, and would that be a bad thing? Just saying, you know, strike when the shoppers are shopping. That was the lesson from that. Is if that's when people have their credit cards out, if that's when people are tuned into mindless shopping, okay, and they have a heck of a lot more data on it than any of us, I thought I would throw that out there since I learned that today. And I did not learn that from a blog post or anything. I learned that straight from the horse's mouth. To speak. So I thought this was really good because I know a lot of people, there's been a lot of frustration with the PPP and everything. And I thought this quote was actually, yes, I will be ordering more. I buy them through a wholesaler, but I actually am friends with the company that makes them. I'm friends with the family that makes them. They're really a phenomenal people. The family that makes those peanut butter cups. Exactly, Melissa. So that's the point, and that is actual facts right from HSN and QVC. So it surprised me a little bit, and I know that's later than I want most of you in your stores and stuff doing stuff, but it's but if that's where the shoppers are, we may need to adjust and adapt. So one of the interesting quotes I got from today was about the PPP. Keep in mind, this isn't the Small Business Protection Program. It is the Paycheck Protection Program. Consequently, small businesses who are counting on loan forgiveness should ensure that they're hitting the payroll goals. And I just thought that was a nice way of putting it, okay? And it was very true. It is not the Small Business Protection Program, so keep that in mind. There is still approximately $150 billion left in PPP money available. A lot of you are hearing from your banks this week and have been getting your approvals. Again, it's all in the spend. You know, we have to spend this properly. One of the things that came up last night was we talked briefly. Actually, I don't know that we talked about it in the video. I think it was a question somebody posted about an employee who hasn't responded to coming back. And from Treasury today, question number 40 from Treasury. So there is updated guidance today from Treasury. And the recommendation from Treasury specifically says that because this is about payroll and everything else, you should document that you asked employees to come back. I mean, it is within your rights to replace employees, but you should document if you laid off an employee and offered to rehire the same employee, but the employee declined the offer. And the Treasury says that won't affect the forgiveness calculation, but to qualify for the exception, the borrower must have made a good faith written offer of rehire, and the employee's rejection of that offer must be documented by the borrower. So again, should you have that case where you wanted to bring somebody back and they don't come back, do it in writing. Send them a letter. Send it certified mail so you have a signature that they received it. Again, just don't leave a voicemail. Do it so that they have to respond in such a way that they didn't respond and take it, so that you have documentation that you sent the letter. Hey, Chris and Christine, great to have you with us, even late. That's okay, Christine. We're great to have you with us. Again, I have spent most of my day working on, so the update, that was the biggest thing in the updated guidance that came from the Treasury today. It will be posted to the NARTS Facebook group later tonight, and Adele will get it over to narts.org/resale strong by tomorrow for you, should you choose to read a lot of boring government paperwork, but that is the biggest thing that affects us in there. It had a couple other guidance regarding healthcare institutions and stuff. The document is getting thicker. I think it's up to 15 pages now. But that will be posted later tonight. Again, do not forget that this is for payroll. So, because I've spent most of my day on payroll calculations with people, 80% is what my recommendation. The federal math is at least 75%. I'm saying 80%. And then the balance can be used for rent and other miscellaneous things. Angela, that is, you don't have to comply with the Family Leave Act for that. It's the Federal Family Act on that. That's great. So Adele's got it already updated. She's everything's working, so it's way ahead. I love when things are working properly. What is the guidance for those with no childcare available? So you don't have to comply under 50 employees with the federal CARE Act provision regarding leave. You can opt out of that. How you handle it on an internal basis with your employees, whether you can't say to one employee, it's okay that you're not coming back. because of child care issues, and to another employee not, even if you opt out of the Federal CARES Act provisions for leave. You need to do it evenly. So you need to be even-handed with how you handle that across employees. It is the biggest recommendation I have for you on that. Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining us tonight. Yes, Angela, sick time too, you can opt out. Aileen, it's a fine line on that, on a doctor's note, especially under 50. There is no obligation to, and fear of the virus is not a protected class. Having the virus is, or caring for somebody with the virus is a protected class, but someone with the fear of the virus is not a protected class and not a job that you have to hold open. Maybe. Jennifer, to answer your question, maybe. I want to say, don't I have the question from you? I think you're in my email pile, but maybe not. Email me and we'll run the math. It gets into the weeds, and maybe. It depends whether you can pay yourself or not. But the biggest key is hitting the spend. The FTE requirements, I am still fairly confident that we are going to get a reprieve on. I don't have it yet, but I feel confident we're going to get some latitude with how we handle that. And as soon as I have it, I will post it. I will absolutely post it. Hey, Brooke and Michelle, thanks for joining us tonight. But I am optimistic on that. I really am, because there's a lot of... there is a lot of good on that, and there's a lot coming, and they're doing their best to update that guidance. So I'm watching it constantly and working on that. So we'll see that where ridiculously high prices. I'm finding high prices. I recommend looking for local distilleries. A lot of the local liquor distilleries have gone to producing hand sanitizer, although it's more liquidy, more spray type than the thick that a lot of people are looking for. Masks, I want to say I paid $30 for 50 or something like that, 30 or 35 from Fashion Accessories Palace, I think it was where I ordered some disposable ones. And I think we're going to get everybody 2 washable ones, but we'll have some disposable ones should customers and such want them on there. Ooh, you heard Aldi has sanitizer. That would be good, because Aldi's reasonable in general. Thanks, Sylvia, for sharing that. Hey, Shannon, thanks for joining us tonight. So, really, I'm surprised. They've been better on that. So, yeah, check out Aldi. Sylvia says Aldi has some, which would be great. I have another supplier that I think sent me some, but it Brooke, you can still offer them a little bonus or do something for them. It is tough. It's not easy being the adult in this situation and being the one doing it. At least a lot of the governors and political officers are reminding people of that. Keep in mind, in most states, if they find out they committed fraud in their unemployment claim, the state can go back and take it through a payroll deduction. So, Betsy's making masks. That's good. I'm glad she's busy in retirement. Oh, that's great, Melissa. www.wrist-band.com has everything at fair prices for commercial stores. Masks, gloves, signs, covers everything. And the Acosta's just posted, bulkapothecary.com has the gallon hand sanitizer for $50 a gallon. I also have, I didn't get to post it tonight, but I will tomorrow. I have one of the store fixture places has all the signs that people are using for retail. Regarding social distancing, please wash your hands, please wear a mask, etc. They have that in downloadable forms, and I meant to post that today, and I never got to post it, so I will post it tomorrow so that everybody can have that. Volunteering, Brooke, will get you in trouble too, so don't go down the volunteer route for employees, and if they get injured in that process, that'll screw up your workers' comp too. Hey, I love that Betsy's coming back. You know, it only took a pandemic to get her out of retirement, so you'll have to do a whole video with Betsy back. Okay, does that mean she gets another cake when she retires again? I love Betsy. So, that is the story on that. Again, spend on payroll at 80% for the PPP is my recommendation, so you don't have any math errors, because in payroll there's lots of room for math errors, so that just keeps you on the safe side of it. I want to get this all forgiven for everybody. All the resources that I talk about are posted to narts.org/resale strong by the next day. Adele takes care of that and makes sure that all the crazy things that I post or talk about are updated to that site. The videos that I do are posted to there as well. The YouTube channel, You're Not Alone Running This Store, is on narts.org/resale strong. I am here live every night at 8 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock Eastern. I am here every night to answer your questions live, to bring you the latest information from the day. I spend the rest of the day answering your questions, returning your emails, and calling you directly. So if you email me at Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com, N-E-I-L at ECIstores.com. Please include your area code and phone number in the email, because many of those emails require a call back and not just a simple email. If you get a call from a 508 number, it means you're getting a call from me. If you get a FaceTime from a 508 number you don't know, it means you're getting a FaceTime from this face. And I'll be calling you back, so take my call. I like to look at you and talk to you. Sylvia, yes, as far as the PPP goes, federal taxes do not apply, but state taxes can be included in the PPP spending. Okay. To close us out tonight, I have two things for you. One, I have a happy person is not a person in a certain set of circumstances, but rather a person with a certain set of attitudes. That is resale strong, people. That's what Hugh Downs said many moons ago. Again, you need this. A happy person is not a person in a certain set of circumstances, but rather a person with a certain set of attitudes. What is your attitude? We start every day and night on this show with the Good Morning, Good Night book. I read it every day, every night, since we gave up Dr. Seuss because it took too much air. For those of you not with us at the top of the program tonight, our good morning was use your brains, use your heart, use your courage, and click those heels if you need to. Peace out. Our good night tonight is good night. Click heels 3 times. Hey, everybody, I'll be back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. If there's a wedding, a bar mitzvah, just a good party in between now and then, you know you can find me there. I am Neil Abramson. You need to reach out to me. It is Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com. I'll see you tomorrow night at 8. You, and most especially you, are not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's dinner time.